minimal. And so I ordered Rugby for Dummies. Don't make fun. It's the first step. And then I called Carly McKinnon down with the Seawolves and said, hey, can I come down there and talk to you and watch practices and learn everything that I possibly can? And then I felt very prepared when I went into the game, but when I was actually on the field watching it and experiencing it myself, I really felt in love with it. Football was my first love. I didn't think that I would like rugby as much as I did, but I did. And I wanted to represent the sport accurately and positively and professionally. So I made sure that I kept learning it. My favorite thing about that is the safe return that they've done. Seeing that the NFL and the NBA have had minimal impact through COVID makes me encouraged for at least like what they're doing in their operational status. I'm allowed to talk to them without asking anybody. Because I had this conversation with Stacy when I first met her too, where I was like, isn't this sport really awesome to cover? And she was like, I would never hug any other athlete. And there's just like this stigma when it comes to the ego gets taken out of it. There's something about getting your noggin kicked in 30 to 50 times up and down the field that I think it's not even humility. It's just like, oh, okay, I can go out there and ball out, but I'm just me. That's the thing that sets it apart from any other sport that I've covered. If you're out in the open air, it's kind of eerie that way, where, if the windows are open, you can hear them down on the sideline. As defensive players, I think that it's weirder for them because they're so used to the crowd trying to drown out, watching the opposing team's reaction to it. Because they do the pyrotechnics for the anthem and the whole crowd stands up and sings and everybody knows all the chants. I don't know how they even coordinate that stuff. And I asked him about it and I was like, what was the deal with the mustache? Have you always had it, whatever? And he didn't. He grew it out as like a training camp joke. So he had it and then he's like, everyone just seemed to like it. And he's like, I think I got a little like Stockholm syndrome with it. And that's how he described it to me. And he's like, I still remember Richie Walker, who was the coach for the Seawolves. He started coming up to me and asking me if I needed anything. And I was like, what am I allowed to say? But having traveled around to different venues around the country, I realized why it's so rare. And I love watching people who haven't seen that before witness it. And it makes it so special for the players. I do think it's a competitive advantage in just probably more the adrenaline than anything. The crowds at STARFIRE are respectful.